Hello, my dear students. I hope you all are fine. So now we will start our value education class. That means again I'll tell you a nice story. I know that you all like to listen to stories. Today I'll tell you a story of a lazy horse. Do you know what laziness means? Laziness means the quality of being unwilling to work or use energy. That means when you have no energy to do your work, you will be called a lazy child. A lazy child always tries to avoid his or her work. So, do you want to be a lazy child? Of course not. We don't want to be lazy. We should always perform our work properly. If your mother gives you some work, you should not avoid. Instead, you should perform your job with full energy. And I know that you all want to be an energetic child. And you all are very active. I know that. So now, listen to the story carefully. In a land far away lived a hard-working and kind businessman. Mostly he traded in salt. He also had a horse that was very lazy and always avoided work. The trader used him to carry sacks of salt from one town to the other. One day, the businessman told the horse, "Here, let me load these sacks up and let's go to the town across the river to sell this salt." The horse wanted to take some more rest. So it said, "I'm so tired today. Why do I have to work every day?" Then the horse thought to himself, "I wish I could sleep throughout the day. But no, I have to carry these loads of salt and move." The trader loaded all the sacks up and said to the horse, "Come on, horse, start walking. Cross that bridge. Until then, I will pack some food for myself." The horse started its journey. He was walking alone with sacks of salt as his master was packing some food. Soon the horse reached the bridge. He was crossing the bridge. Suddenly, he slipped and fell into the water. As he was carrying sacks of salt on his back, the salt got wet and dissolved in the water. So when the horse got up, the sacks on his back were lighter. The horse thought to himself, "Wow, this seems to be a good idea. Every time I dip in the river, the salt would dissolve and my burden could be less. I must try this idea often. I hope Master is not watching." When the master reached the town to sell the salt, it weighed just half of what he loaded. Thinking it might be his miscalculation, he sold whatever salt was left and returned home with his horse. The next morning, he again loaded his horse with the sacks of salt and started to pack his food. The horse yet again started walking before him and made it to the bridge. He thought to himself, "I must try the dipping trick again before Master reaches here." So he jumped into the water and the salt dissolved in the water. The horse was very happy. The sacks became light again. The trader got really confused as the sacks started weighing lesser every time. The horse purposely started slipping into the water every day so that the sacks became lighter. One day, the trader followed the horse and hid in the bushes. To his surprise, he noticed the horse's new trick. "Oh, that's so cunning! I must teach this lazy horse a lesson soon," the trader thought. So the following day, instead of salt, the trader filled the sacks with cotton and tied them to the horse's back. Out of his new habit, the horse purposely fell into the river. "Oh, no, no, what is happening today? What is going wrong? How are these sacks getting heavy? Oh, my back hurts," the horse thought to himself. This time, as the sacks were filled with cotton, it soaked water and became heavier. The horse dipped again and again in water, thinking to drain the salt off somehow. But all went in vain. He somehow managed to get up and crossed the bridge. He sat on the ground and was feeling very tired as the sacks had got really heavy. The trader laughed at him and said, "Horse, I am your master. This is your work. I work very hard and love my work. I don't make excuses or find tricks to fool others and avoid work. I must teach you to never repeat this and avoid your work. The horse learned his lesson and never tried to avoid his work again. So, what is the moral of the story, children? The moral of the story is we should never avoid our work and we should never be lazy. Okay. So, what is the moral of the story? We should never avoid our work and we should never be lazy. So, what we have learned today? That laziness is a bad habit. We should never avoid our work. Success is not for the lazy people. If you want to be a good child, you should always perform all your work properly. To be lazy means to feel like you have no energy to finish the task that you have to do. So don't be lazy. Always stay active and finish all your tasks on time. Don't give excuses. Don't make tricks to avoid your work. Laziness is a very bad habit. No one likes a lazy child. And if you will be lazy, you will not get success in your life. So, you should always work hard to perform well. And don't make tricks to avoid your work. Listen to your parents and listen to your teachers. And always stay active. I know that you all are very active, isn't it, children? Yes. So don't avoid your work. And don't wait for tomorrow. Do it now. Don't say that I'll do it tomorrow. Okay? Do your work now. So don't be lazy. The future depends on what you do today. So if you will work hard today, you will get good results. So always be active. Okay, children? Do lots of exercises, play with your friends and finish all your tasks on time. Then you will see your parents will also become happy and your teachers will also become happy and you will be a good child. So always stay active and energetic. Okay? So never be lazy. So I hope that you will remember this story, what I have said today. And you will never be lazy or you will never avoid your work. Yes. So this much for today. Stay happy and stay fit and active. Okay? So bye bye children.